All right, welcome to the planning board meeting of July 14th, 2025. Please note that this meeting is being made available to the public through an audio recording, which will be used to ensure an accurate record of proceedings produced in the minutes of the meeting. All comments made in open session will be recorded. PAC TV is providing this service live on Comcast Xfinity Government Access Channel 9. Those without cable, visit YouTube for live streaming. All right, first on the agenda tonight is a public hearing for site plan number SP 5-25, proposed contractors bays at 242 Washington Street. This is continued from June 23rd, 2025, on the application of Cam Mayer, 181 Mount Blue Street, Norwell, Mass., requesting site plan approval under the zoning bylaws of the Town of Pembroke, Section 5.7, site plan approval. The applicant proposes to construct a new commercial building with 4 contractor bays to be built in a similar location to the previously removed building, with new utility connections, stormwater infiltration system, septic system, parking lot, and associated site grading. Proposed structure will access Washington Street from the existing access driveway that services the other existing structures located to the rear of the property. The property is located at 242 Washington Street, Pembroke, Mass., in Residence Commercial District and Historical Overlay District, as shown on Assessor's Map D13, Lot 16. A copy of the application is available in the office of the Planning Board at Pembroke Town Hall. Okay, just a couple of ground rules for a public hearing. First, we're going to hear from the applicant and his representative. Then the board will answer or ask questions of the applicant. We also have the board's peer review engineer here also to address any issues that may come up during the presentation. So let us know who you are and let's get started.
Sure, sounds good. Thank you very much. My name is Dana Altabello with Merrill Engineers and Land Surveyors. I'm here with Cam Mayer, the applicant, as well as his family. This property, as you mentioned, is located on the northeasterly side of Washington Street. Washington Street running to the north here. The property located here on the corner of McDonald Way. This is located within the residential, commercial, and the historic zoning districts. The project area consists of approximately 32,500 square feet and has a multifamily residential structure currently existing on the property. This structure sits approximately 0.3 feet, very close to the front property line in this area here. It has a parking area currently existing approximately in this area. We're just kind of modifying it a little bit. There's a 20-foot wide easement that allows access to the rear of the parcel for both access and utilities for the entire parcel. There's no wetland resource areas on or near the property as it sits currently. For many years, there was a small commercial building kind of located in this area. It was approximately 1,535 square feet and was set 57.6 feet from the existing right-of-way. In 2009, a new office and retail space was proposed and approved. That was approximately 1,500 square feet and was set 59 feet from the right-of-way, but that was never constructed. Currently, the majority of the stormwater from this existing area flows overland towards Washington Street, untreated and uninfiltrated for the most part. The proposed project includes the construction of a new 2,400 square foot commercial contractor bay building with 4 new contractor bays within it. Also proposed will be a new parking area, utility connections, landscaping, and associated site grading. The impervious area within the project limit will be reduced by approximately 534 square feet. Roof runoff from the proposed building will be directed to a new subsurface infiltration system, which is shown right here. The overland flow from the rear of the proposed building up in this area will be directed into a yard drain, which is approximately right there. That will be pre-treated and directed into the subsurface infiltration system as well. This will ensure that there will be no increase in peak rates of runoff as a result of this proposed project. The stormwater management system has been designed to meet the minimum requirements of the Mass DEP stormwater regulations for the 2, 10, 25, and 100-year storm events. The applicant is requesting the following relief or waivers. The first was a request to waive the requirement for a traffic impact study due to the small size of the project and the limited trips that will be generated from the site as proposed. The second is a request to waive the requirement for a development impact statement, since the proposed building is less than 5,000 square feet. And lastly, the front setback is being requested relief to bring it down to 70 feet instead of the 100 feet that is required. The site is, as I mentioned, pre-existing non-conforming, and the existing multifamily residential structure is currently at 0.3 feet, so we'll be well behind that and kind of in line with the existing buildings along the street here. I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Any questions from the board?
No, I think I'd be happy to see something done there. We've moved a bunch of different stuff over the
Yes,
years, and it's still a
yes.
mess and it hasn't gotten done. You are planning on actually building this, yeah?
I
Yeah.
believe so. That's the goal.
Yeah,
I
we've
have
seen a couple
questions,
things.
like a little bit, not related so much to the specific plan, but just more general use questions. Like, who are the 4 bays for? Are they to be rented? Are they to be for the existing, we had talked one time about the tenants having access to some garage space.
Yeah, that was a different plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are these gonna be rented? Are these gonna be,
I believe the intention now is mostly for the applicant to use it.
Personal use, yeah. With the laundry room for the tenants in the back.
so a lot,
You can take the microphone.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm Cameron. We're just gonna use it for personal use for now, with a laundry room for the tenants next door. They don't have a laundry hookup inside the house. And, we just have enough stuff of our own, trucks, bobcats, boat, you know, stuff that's outside that would be better off
is there
inside.
4 separate utility hookups? Like,
We were just gonna make it one large unit with 4 bays for now, yeah. Yep.
Okay, so a bit of a different business model than the one behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're not selling them as condos?
No.
Okay,
Nope, just putting the stuff from outside to
all right.
insides.
One question I had is if you look at the south side, that's where you put the parking, that's where the doors are for all the bays.
Mhm.
I mean, is that gonna be an issue? I mean, I was thinking this was gonna be rented out and that maybe you'd have use for that parking. I know you're over the requirement for parking, right?
Right.
The required spaces is 4 and you're at 8,
Mhm.
I think? Okay. Do you foresee any problems there with that, with the parking being in front of those?
No,
Bays.
there's another spot for about 10 cars that's primarily for the tenants, but
That's in the front there?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'd imagine if 8 spots was, ever not enough, there should be plenty over there also, so,
Okay. And have you gone to the Historic District Commission?
yeah.
Okay, what were their comments? Any comments from them? Okay.
so, did I miss the architectural plans in here? Like, I saw something from Morton,
Yeah.
just with some,
This is what they got.
that is the.
I guess
Yeah.
I
they
did see that.
requested that be one of the conditions of approval, once they
Right.
get an approval from us, they will get detailed
Full.
plans.
Because I'm surprised
And those plans will
historical-
go through the building department,
Yes.
once they pull the building permit. But go ahead,
Which one is the front facing?
right here.
Right here. So historical commission thought that fit in to all the requirements for the historical overlay? I'm looking at this one.
The question was whether the face of the building, if that fitted.
Yeah, that was presented to the historic committee and was approved. The
And,
face looks like a two-family kind of residential.
Yeah.
yeah, and then you've got some landscaping there in the front as well,
Mhm.
correct? Okay. Anything from our peer review that you'd like to go over with us? There doesn't seem to be any outstanding issues on your report, is that correct?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For the record, I'm Paul Broden with Seacoast Engineering, Duxbury, peer review for the Pembroke Planning Board. And I've had the opportunity to review both sets of the plans, the original and the revised set from June 24th, I believe. And as of now, this application is a fairly straightforward project. As Mr. Altobello has said, the building is 40 by 60, currently under proposal for 4 separate bays. The stormwater issues have been mitigated in accordance with the state drainage plans and everything for the 210, 25, and 100-year storms. Title V septic system. We did have a couple important questions during our first review on the level of detail for a couple of the site issues, but when the revised plans came in, we did receive the very generic plans from Morton Building Committee. So in that respect, one of the conditions that we're recommending tonight is that whatever vote is taken, that anything be conditioned on the receipt of more definitive elevation plans and windows and all those sort of festations, because right now we do have a couple minor questions with the side of the building where the 4 overhead doors are. It's in our report from the last few weeks where the 4 to 8 parking spaces basically are right in front where the 4 overhead doors are located. Building code issues, energy code issues, that they need a secondary access, so whether it's on the side of the building for the 2 outside units or the rear of the building, access has to be basically 24/7 and ultimately approved by the building and zoning office across the hall. So in that regard, that's one of the more important conditions. And as a sister condition with this is the lighting plan or the photometric plan. Pembroke has one of the more stringent exterior lighting pollution prevention plans to basically mitigate any lighting that is concentrated on the building itself. There's no off-site pollution to the main driveway. There's no off-site pollution back onto Route 53. It cannot happen. And the initial plan that we received basically meets that requirement, but the plan is a very generic photometric plan based on the very generic plan for Morton.
And we don't know what the fixtures are gonna be. Is that-
Exactly, they could be wall packs, they could be flush mounted, they
Gotcha.
could be whatever, we have an idea, but until that information is more defined, I think the town should, at least have that responsibility to, conduct another review to make sure that the building and its appurtenances and the lighting issues meet the requirements of the town. But other than that, it's a fairly straightforward issue, and one other minor thing is that it's on the plan that we have to maintain the 20 to 24 feet of driveway access to get to the units in the back, but there's 20 feet on the plan between the edge of that driveway and the building. Each unit will have a bollard, but when you're dealing with 20 feet from the overhead door to the edge of the driveway, and most of these pickup trucks today are 17, 18 feet in length, we have the bollard that's usually 6 inches, 8 inches in diameter. That area is going to be kind of tight in front, but it will fit based on the dimensions of the plan. But again, once we receive the more definitive elevation plan for the south side of the building, we can more determine that, but it can be done. Okay.
Well, with other parking on the site available, would you suggest that they not have the parking spaces in front of the,
Or reduce them?
or maybe just have 4?
Not
Do
knowing
that.
what sort of use this is going to be outside of what we were told tonight, in many cases, we peer review engineers look at the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
in your defense.
Well, the requirement's 4 spaces.
Correct, and
And
we
then-
get 7 plus the handicap,
Yeah,
so,
but with the 4 spaces, you'd have to have 1 handicap, is correct?
correct.
All right. Which would reduce it down to 3, I guess, for,
Correct.
a
Could
lot
they
of
be
purposes.
3 and be on an angle to make them longer? Is there-
My only concern is that if it's going to be commercially used at some point in time, encouraging people to park in front of the bays may not be the best
Correct.
parking usage.
That's been a concern since we saw the original application.
Yeah.
Well, to your point, if it's gonna be, when you say commercially used, are you talking about renting it out?
Yeah.
Doesn't that make this mixed use with residential properties and, no?
No,
The residential commercial district.
it's a residential commercial
both
district,
uses.
yes.
So it allows mixed use?
It does,
Okay.
up to 4 units per acre.
I have a quick question. This building as proposed right now, is it like 1 unit or is it 4 separate units?
Yeah.
It's shown as 4 separate units, 15 by 40. So there'll be a partition or divider between with 4 single overhead doors.
So that's what you're saying, each one needs.
Exactly,
access.
yeah. That's what we have to evaluate and review it on.
How long is it gonna take the applicant to get that information for us, so we have it?
Next week.
Okay,
Oh, yeah, in a week with them probably.
okay. Because I hesitate to close the public hearing and issue conditions without that information. I mean, it's up to the
But this is
board.
more specific to the building itself.
Yeah, but as part of the site plan, if the requirement is to have means of egress,
It could change other things.
well, I don't know if, I don't know, maybe,
Right, we
but,
don't, right, it could, yeah, potentially.
Yeah, because the way the
I don't see
plan,
it changing a lot of the site plan, if it's just a case of how many doors you have and where you have them.
yeah, well, we don't know what the lighting fixtures are either. And you've got a photometric plan here that doesn't reflect the fixtures that
It's
are
very
being
generic.
used. Right. So, I don't know, I don't want to keep the process going for no reason.
And these days, sometimes it is hard to specify what light fixture, because tomorrow they might not exist. So, like, giving a specific fixture, like, you literally have to run out and buy them.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
usually
similar.
see
Before you
that.
build the building.
But we also see that on a site plan before we close and vote on it. When's the next meeting is August 11th, and we have time for a continuance. And if all that stuff is presented on the plan, it's very simple. We'll approve it, and we'll get the conditions,
Yeah.
right? But I think we'll have a more complete picture of what the elevations look like and, the parking issue, because I share that concern.
yeah, I think each of these issues can be worked out very easily, again, with,
Yeah, and there's plenty of
More
room on the
detailed
site.
plans.
There's
Exactly.
plenty of room on the site for parking.
correct, there's plenty of room. Yep.
You can take the microphone so we can hear you.
Mr. Chair, I was just concerned that they would have to commit to a company and a structural engineer, so I didn't want, without having it closed, so that it's kind of a circular type instance. But the applicant has indicated that he should be able to get the architectural plans at least, so that shouldn't be an issue. I just wanted to make sure that didn't put us in a bind.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
I think that should work. Ideally, it would be a condition of approval, but if the board felt more comfortable.
well, I just feel it's up to the board.
Yeah,
I mean.
I agree.
Okay,
Or we could just close it, vote on it, and then we can still write the conditions.
yeah, matter of fact, we could have the conditions all ready to go. We have them tonight, but if there's
But
anything,
we can wait on the conditions, and when we get all that information, there'll be less conditions, because we have the information.
that's true. Yep. Okay, anything else that we need to know?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay. I do want to open it up for about 10 minutes to public comment. Does anyone here wants to ask any questions, please ask them through the board. And if you'd like, you can come right up and tell us who you are and what questions you have. All right, hearing none. So, we need to continue the public hearing. So do I have a motion to do so?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to continue the hearing for 242 Washington Street to the August, what is it? 11th date?
Okay, great.
And at 7 PM?
That's fine. Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. We'll see you back on August 11th.
Thank you.
Just so we're clear, is updated architectural plan is a little more definitive and a final photometric.
Yes,
Yeah,
with the specs on the lighting fixtures.
and multiple ingress for each bay,
Sure.
and then resolve the parking issue. Because he's saying you really can't park in front of the bay.
And we should just show the required parking for the residential and this building, and just supply that amount of parking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe even show it on the plan is marked out where it's gonna be,
yeah, that can't hurt
Final parking,
on the site.
residential versus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
including the residential, because I think that'll be helpful.
which won't be a problem anyway. Usually if you've got residential mixed with the business, the residents leave during the day and the business people use it, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
better, more efficient use of the parking.
okay,
Thank you very much.
sure, thank you.
Have a great day.
Okay, so next on our agenda is a discussion and vote on approving as-built drawings for 33 Riverside Drive.
You have the as-built.
I have the as-built.
You do. And in everyone's packet is a letter from Deb.
Yes, I read the letter from Deb. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Anyone interested in taking a quick look at this? It's been reviewed by Merrill, right?
Correct.
Correct?
I looked at it,
Yeah, we got the review document from Merrill that was in your packets. And it looks like they've planted the trees back on Water Street.
Yes.
Okay. Everything looks like it's on the up and up. There's no outstanding issues
Correct.
with the as-built. So,
none of the neighbors complaining, right?
we haven't heard, have we heard anything? Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Yeah. Great. All right, so we need a vote to approve the as-bills as presented for 33 Riverside Drive.
Make a motion to accept the as-built for 33 Riverside Drive as presented.
Do I have a second?
Oh,
No, I'm
no,
out.
you can't.
Oh, we have a quorum for it.
Yeah, I'm not part of the quorum, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. So we're good there. Moving on. So, review routine administrative matters and vote to accept the minutes of the recent board meeting. So the minutes are here. I've read them. Hopefully you have too. Nothing like reliving a past meeting. So these are the meeting minutes of Monday, June 9th, 2025. Do I have a motion to accept the meeting minutes as presented?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
I'm reading again.
Any other routine matters
No.
before the board?
No, I just need some signatures on some as-built drawings.
Okay.
Safety building and for Bristol Estates.
Hearing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Drop the mic.